Hey guys, Map here real quick. As you probably saw from the title, we had some technical difficulties when recording this edition of the podcast. Craigbot, our recording bot, is not having fun with the beginning of it, so I had to chop it up a little bit. So, to get some context of what you're going to be thrown into, right before we started recording this edition, I took part in the quiz event and was complaining about it. You'll probably understand why when we start talking about it. Other than that, it should be okay. Might be a little iffy with OBS because that was our backup plan, but it'll work out. So I hope you enjoy this edition, and I'll see you next month.
I'm
Intro.
upset because you dragged me in without asking anything.
Hey, that was Rogue's idea. We were a man down, and we needed someone. So
I'm
Rogue's
upset that no one got Donkey fucking Hote right.
I didn't know it. My bad. So
Man of la Mancha.
I'm just gonna vent here a little bit. So the quiz is set up into two parts: 10 questions server lore, and 10 questions Tolkien lore, and then 10 general knowledge questions afterwards, which is all fine and dandy. But there's no server lore, because they claim that server lore is biased to the people who were around at that time. So is Tolkien lore for the people who have read the books. So it gives a distinct advantage.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, you at least have an opportunity with book lore. You have a chance to read the books.
We didn't. We did not.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like you still have a chance to go back and read the books.
These weren't book questions. These were like the master lore questions. Like you'd go on Jeopardy and these would be on there.
Yeah, but I mean, like even still, like what I'm trying to get at is that like even with like server lore, you excuse me, what's like. Yeah, sorry, I had to burp. You don't have the opportunity to go back in time and relive that experience. You have to hear it from us, whereas with like Tolkien's books, you have the opportunity to read it word for word exactly what was said,
Yeah.
I mean, both are, like, if you are interested, you can learn about them. If you're not interested, you will not learn about them.
Yeah, but the problem is like, where do you learn about them that's also not biased, Because like I have my own.
It's true.
I have my own stories from way back in the. God damn it! I just said back in the day. So I was going to say that phrase this entire time. 2 minutes in, but like, yeah, like you want to have an unbiased, unfiltered truth to events that may have happened, over the years of MCME. Again, versus reading literal Tolkien works, But I don't know. I'm pulling out loose hairs.
I'm not sure that's possible anymore.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Given nobody writing anything down and the fact that the forums got wiped in like 2014 or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there technically is a backup. Someone linked me.
Really?
A copy, like an archive. Like the archive.com, whatever it's called, the Wayback Machine. Someone links me a copy of my account from way back when. And it was just like, oh man, but yeah, it's not the same because like none of the pictures load properly. Everything looks kind of weird.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, plus everything might not have been backed up.
What did cause the forums to crash back then? Does anyone know?
It was just a shitty forum server host or something. What was the name of it? I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it wasn't WordPress, was it?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was Zen4 at the time.
Yeah.
Same one that we're using now.
Yeah. Wait, really?
I was gonna say that sounds familiar. Yep. Yeah, we're still using that.
Yep, same one we're using now.
I think it's a lot more reliable nowadays.
I mean, it better be for like $200 a year or something like that.
Is it really?
The license, yeah.
Good lord.
Wow. For as little as we use it, that's still a lot. I mean, yeah, we somewhat use it.
I was gonna say we use the server the forums all the damn time for stuff.
I mean, for the times and applications. Other than that, you could do it all on Discord.
More slow things that can get easily lost.
I have a Discord.
Yeah, they can easily get lost in Discord. That is true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But my problem with Discord is that it's not very easily to archive stuff like how you can with the forum. You can't really search it on Discord.
That's fair.
Discord is more of a chat functionality
than archiving.
Yeah, and it's good for alerts and updates and stuff. But you want like to make a proper discussion that you want to like save it for later. Definitely use the forums. It's
Mhm.
the problem about the forums. It doesn't have like that immediate feedback thing.
Yeah.
Of Discord. Anyways, I'm rambling.
That is why Totti loves the forums more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of the forums, Shen,
Yeah.
I did the times for you the other week.
Yep.
You're why was like nothing done?
I'm sorry?
There was no interview.
Yeah, because Arch took a break.
What?
What,
I
what do you mean,
well-
why? He took a break. He
well,
didn't want to do it.
I know that's fair, but like, did you not find a replacement?
No. Do I need to?
I mean, I thought it was the thing that happened every edition.
Why?
I don't know. It's been like that.
I mean, I just kind of thought about it and was like, well, we don't need every single part, every single edition.
Well,
Yeah, you can have one edition without one part or two parts. I don't think it's a
No.
big deal.
I just thought.
It's something we do for fun. I don't
True.
like. I
mean,
don't think we should be taking it
there was so
seriously
much
enough.
that wasn't done. There wasn't a lot of content. So I'm like, what is going on?
Personally, for me, I know there might be some people who disagree with this, but the main thing that should be there is project updates. Everything
Oh,
else is optional. If literally nobody turned in any parts, but I had the project updates, I would publish just that because that's the only part of the times, in my opinion.
That's a fair point.
The only necessary part of the times, like the thing that people should be reading, because the community should be informed on build progress.
Yeah.
Everything else is just kind of like you read it if you're interested, like the interview and the lore, etc.
Yeah, I think not almost no, but most of the people just read the project updates and nothing else.
I kind of go for the interviews. Just curious.
See?
Talk about it, yeah. Ever since you
Sometimes-
interviewed me for mine, I'm just interested to see what other people talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I just whipped up a quick one with swords that day. They had posted it, and I think it turned out great.
I know a lot of people read a lot of different parts of the times, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
how
I
the
do.
project
Mhm.
updates are fundamentally different from everything else.
We are a build server after all, so.
Because that's like an actual responsibility to inform the player base,
Mhm.
rather than just some part that we do for fun for people to look at.
Yeah.
Are we a build server actually?
Are we?
I think we are.
I'm pretty sure we are.
I'm not sure at this point.
What are we then?
Event community server with a
Epic
build team.
PvP.
Yes.
You're not entirely wrong now that you say that. Oh,
Well-
we're gonna start ranting on events now.
No, just
No.
Events are
What do you-
great.
what do you expect when only like 10% of the community knows how to build? What does the other
community is
90% do?
Changing. Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The
why-
server itself is changing.
That's why it's event / minigame / PvP / tour
Everything.
focus / everything.
We need
Because
more
you need
builders.
other things to do.
Yeah.
It's actually a fair point. I hadn't considered that it's more just a community, just people just getting together now rather than
Which
just
isn't always a
getting
bad
together
thing.
to build.
It's also
Yeah.
not really like it's not. You need something to keep potential builders on the server as well.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like if the Fro 2 joins MCME for the first time in February 2021, and he's not very good at building, but maybe he wants to get there. He might not be inclined to stick around if there's literally nothing happening.
Golly gee, guys, where can I start to help building on this server? Oh, I can only build on a theme plot that only on one location. Okay, well then how do I get this? Oh, I have to be commoner. Okay, cool. How do I do that? Oh,
But
I
it's
have
like,
to.
but
here
even
for 3
then,
weeks
even
or
if there
more?
were a lot of opportunities to build, I think there's a point where somebody just wants to say like, I just don't feel like building right now.
Yeah.
But then it's
Yeah.
like, what other options are there if you don't
Mhm.
have events, mini games, etc.,
Yeah.
whatever?
Exploration, yeah.
You
That's
get
a
off
good-
the server.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was talking to Swords and Uru about this before the opening ceremony. There there seems to be an unbalance between events and builds that is kind of an issue. Like you said, 10% of the servers are builders. That's probably not accurate. There's probably a little more
No,
than
not
that,
at all.
but
That was just complete.
yeah. Throwing it out there, yeah. But there seems to be more events than builds happening. And I feel like it should be 50-50, maybe, or maybe more builds, because the whole point of this place is to build Middle Earth. And I know we need the events to keep people, but we can't
What
just have
building
it.
events do we have? We have artist school, build battle, theme build.
Okay, yeah, and then the occasional
build
summer
days.
winter build day thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have them. No, the problem at the moment mainly is you have the jobs also as events, but the problem is the quality is so high at the moment that if someone just joins the very simple jobs, people just don't like them anymore. They want to do more complicated stuff or don't want to do anything with building. So the people that actually want to build are like two that are not in the team already.
Ah. Why don't they want to do the basic stuff?
Because it's very simple and repetitive. Like at the moment for the Anduin that I'm doing, placing wool with the right shape for 20 hours, it's not the funniest thing in the world. And or Dreo, that he wants to make the erosion lines on the White Mountains in Honorian. He got 5 people from the commoners. 4 of them turned him down after the first plot. And the last one didn't finish his plot.
Jeez.
So yeah, we're going towards a build team where the team will have to do everything, and if someone else eventually wants to help.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, especially considering there are 39 builders currently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But are they all active?
I'm gonna go with
Well-
20 active. But no, it's not a bad thing, but we need something to switch the shift on, so the only events doesn't take all the time of people. I think there needs to be something that takes their time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why RPG in the future is gonna be nice.
Whenever we get there.
But I'm gonna say maybe September we'll have a draw of it. Which is nice.
Really? The
Depends
RPG?
when Ariel finishes the plugin, we can start like heavily doing stuff. At the moment,
So-
it's just talking.
Is that why Mercy's pushing so hard for these texture classes? He wants some more help on making the texture pack.
I think I don't think
No.
there's a relation for that. I think he just wants more help.
Okay.
They need more help because at the moment the people that are making texture is Toti, Mercy, Bart, and 5
Occasionally
other
Ryland.
people that Ryland is model or not
His back
texture.
his back's getting sore. That's why he's
Carrying the
hosting
server.
more.
Yeah.
Carrying the weight of these texture packs.
Like you have 5 people that maybe make texture per month, and then you have Toti and Mercy who make
Pump them out.
yeah.
Yeah. They definitely need some help over there. But hey, I will say though, the texture team right now makes some great stuff.
Yeah. I'm not good at Photoshop, or else I'd help. I'm trying to dip my toes into animation right now, actually.
Oh, the animation plugin?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to make. I had this idea when I saw Martooth building her whale a couple weeks ago.
I don't remember.
I had an idea to make an animated whale just swimming along.
Oh.
Just to see what I could do with that, just because it's just one of those like, I'll have this idea. I want to see if I can try to make this work in my
Mhm.
vision, you know. And it's so far it's not going very well. I have to basically start all over again because it's hard. It's hard translating a moving creature into fucking meter by meter blocks, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, I've never really been good at building, honestly. That's why I was an editor and not designer or anything like that.
What editor? What is that? Just like a stock document thing?
What?
Like, what the hell did the rank do? You always talk about it. I don't know what it does.
Okay, so editor was essentially, it was a cross, like a bridge between architects, who were designers back then, or artists, and foremen. who we still have Foreman to this day. Foreman lead jobs. They have access to World Edit and Vossel Sniper. Although Vossel Sniper and World Edit are more of a badge now, so anyone can have it. But back then, it was rank specific. So Foreman had access to. Things kind of changed throughout the 2 years I was an editor. So it was, but for the most part, Foreman had access to World Edit and Voxel Sniper, and they led projects and jobs where there was Droog help needed. Droogs were adventurers at the time, and so they would gather a bunch of Droogs, say like, "Hey, we need to do this. We need to dig a river, for example." Fans would love that right now. We need to dig a river. We need to carve out a hall in Moria. We need to grass deserts. That was another fucking tedious job that Droogs had to do. I feel so bad for Droogs back then. And then artists or the designers, architects were basically what artists now. They plan out jobs. They design everything. Sometimes they'll even tackle jobs by themselves one at a time or in small groups, small teams. We even had something called a SEAL Team 6, which was a
SEAL
group
Team
of,
6?
Yeah, we had a SEAL Team 6, which is a group, I think, of like 5 or 6. I think they were all Australian too.
They were all Australian.
Yeah, all Aussies. Yeah, it was a group of Aussies led by Iru, who
Of course.
who took part of Anuminous, I believe.
That's correct.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about that. And I think it was like a smattering of editors, artists, and foremen, and maybe an officer too. I think Iru was
there was an officer, at least one.
And Iru was a king, which is the equivalent of a vat.
Alright, we're back. OBS is working now since Craig died.
There we go.
All right.
So you'll just like splice both audios together or something?
It'll work.
Okay. Anyways, I was talking about editor rank, right? Yeah, so we would be like the custodians. We would clean up terrain issues. We would clean up anything like that. Mostly, I guess, editor and or Voxel Sniper World Edit grunt work. Basically, we do more menial tasks, but we didn't want to get Droogs involved with like shit like that. You know, we would just be like, okay, so we need to get this done. We need to get it done like right now. But we don't want to just send an army of Droogs to do it, so we're gonna have you all just take care of this. So for one example, we didn't have an ocean. I guess I should say that before 2014, all of MCME was default generated Minecraft terrain that we would then go over and fucking just terraform it. You know, we would take Voxel Sniper to giant regions. We had Droogs terraforming areas by hand, building hills, going over deserts with grass blocks. And then once we had Voxel Snipers involved, we would have us editors go through and we would use Voxel Sniper to replace entire regions with grass or whatever we needed. So what artists would do, architects would do, they design the coast by hand. They'd go through, manually build the coast, and then once we had enough of the coastline built out in like sections at a time, and I can post this in here actually, show you an example. Once they had that uploaded, they found out what the sea level would be, and then they just used Voxel Sniper made a disc, a single layer of netherrack, and went out as far as they fucking could, and then it said, okay, this right here is sea level. Leave about 50 or so meters, 50 or so blocks away from the coastline. Just take Voxel Sniper, replace all this netherrack with a water source block, and that's how we built the ocean.
Nice.
Yeah. I really want to see if I can find a picture of this, of an example of this. But that's just one example of what we did as editors. We were, I guess, the grunts with high commands. You know.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'd love to bring it back. You know, I'd like to be able to help build without needing any of the. It's being able to build out any of the fucking responsibility, basically. You know, I had access to World Edit, I had access to Voxel Sniper. You know, all these cool stuff. I didn't have any responsibility on planning stuff. I did help plan some stuff, but I didn't really.
That sounds
need
just kind of like
you know.
artists nowadays.
Yeah. Well, is artists like that? Like they can help out with stuff without having to, fully plan out.
I
like
mean,
for example, Moria.
Masky would know more than I do.
Okay.
You're an artist on server.
Well, he was an artist.
I'm talking to you about you. You're
Oh,
an
no,
artist on the server. What
okay.
do you
It's
mean?
for it's for
You're
an
the
event.
expert, man.
It's for an event. But Matthew would know. Do artists have to do a lot of planning for stuff?
Depends. Like, for example, Sweet at the moment is leading Pelennor Fields and he has to do the planning himself because he's leading it. But gets down to the artist has to do the planning and he's good to do the planning. Like in Moria, Dom will not allow almost anyone to plan if they cannot plan. Like neither Tuna cannot plan, Stion can build. For example.
Yeah.
So, I just uploaded to general discussion 2 maps of which are the plan of Middle Earth at the time, and then
Jeez.
the bottom one is me in the process of terraforming, and Shadeslayer the White rejoined the server at the time. How about that, dude? He
Yeah.
was one of the head guides at the time.
You guys really made progress.
Yeah.
Honestly, you did actually.
I don't know what the dates are between these 2 photos. But yeah, so if you see that you have that giant ocean in the bottom right hand corner of one of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's the second one comes before the first one. The second one, all that ocean right there, and then yeah, you see how it's all now fields and shit like that. That was all has to be manually or voxel sniped replaced.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. And this is also a dynamic map. This is like the early din map, man.
Huh.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, architect would go around that yellow line, build the coast, and then we would they would add that line of netherrack right there in that third photo, and then that's me using Voxel Sniper with the arrow to replace it all with a water source block and build in the ocean. Yeah.
Now, okay. Off the record here.
Okay.
Do we still have that file from the reunion?
Oh, that file?
Yeah.
That map?
Yeah.
Yes, I have it actually in my own.
Can you send it to
computer.
me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you not get it?
No, I did. I just don't know where it is nowadays.
okay, yeah.
It's in a group chat somewhere.
Yeah, I'll just DM it to you. It's do you want the original? I'll give you the original zip, and I'll give you the one that I converted by hand.
Yeah, please.
Um.
All right, back on the record here.
Okay.
The secrets are done. So
Just beat that whole 30 seconds out.
yeah, we'll put some music over it. No one will ever know what we said. So Shen, how's your life been? You haven't apart from the times, you haven't been doing much for the server. How much have you been? How have you been?
Damn, alright. Hey,
No, okay, I'm just
personal
saying.
questions right now?
I'm just saying, how's it going?
I mean, it's okay, I guess. Doing alright.
Good. You sound tired as always, but
I haven't slept yet, but doing alright. I'm okay.
Good. I got a question
I
for
remember.
you. Oh, go ahead, Matthew.
I remember something. You are working on writing down as much as history as possible, I think, describing places and
Yeah, I'm working on a lot of things.
no, what happened with that?
Oh,
Like,
those documents, yeah.
Still there.
Is it done or it's not?
Eridor is actually just about done, yeah. It's, Iru and I were planning to do Rohan, Gondor, and Moria. The 3 other documents for those regions, and then we would have been mostly done with everything.
Well,
I was working with Iru. I want to say am, but it's not really accurate, so I'll just say was working with Iru on it because he's kind of the walking encyclopedia. So
Why did you
very
guys?
easy.
What got in between that? Why'd you stop it? Because that was a cool project.
If you remember, he had to move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was like a full month or 2. where
That
it's
was
just,
longer than a month or
I-
two. Felt like.
Yeah, I just can't get in touch with him or do anything with him, so it's just like that kind of just dropped off because he
Nah.
was my main source of information.
Fair
on
enough.
that.
Well, he's back now, so
Yeah.
probably at work right now. Actually, what time is? I don't even know what time it is over there. I think it's like 5 something. What time is it in Australia? Let's find out.
So it's about 2 p.m. EST. That
It's 3:35 a.m. in Sydney.
okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's awake.
I mean, it is Sunday for him then. It shouldn't be at work.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Did he say he has like 2 weeks off or
I
something?
I have no idea because we're playing GTA with him on like Monday and Tuesday nights. I'm like, don't you have work?
He said something like that. He was like, I have 2 days or I have 2 weeks off,
Oh,
something like that.
well,
Yeah.
that's nice. Thank you.
So yeah,
Phil.
he should be around. Probably should capitalize on that.
We should. It's been a few days. Yeah.
Want to get the FAQ done first, though.
Mm-hmm. How much do you have left?
Honestly, not much. There's probably only like maybe enough questions that I can count on one hand.
Oh, good.
That's really it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Just
for
questions like, oh, any useful commands I should know. And it's like,
and that's for the
Yeah.
Eriador thing.
no,
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 FAQ.
the new
player
player
guide.
FAQ,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we do need one of those again.
Yeah, the current one we have isn't even really an FAQ.
It's what even is it nowadays? An outdated source of information.
Yeah.
It-
probably.
It's more so the problems that I noticed with it is, I mean, some of it is outdated. Like, for example, it said free build is available to everyone on it, which is not true. It's also just, it doesn't actually, like, for an FAQ, it doesn't actually have many frequently asked questions on it at all.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't
like-
checked it out since I've joined. I mean, actually,
Like,
look at it.
it doesn't explain what a job is. It doesn't explain what a plot build is or a theme build. Like, the absolute fundamentals that like new players should know about just are not on there, from what I remember reading through it anyway.
It's always good. One of the questions is, can I post memes? Yeah, this does look like it needs a little help.
Don't even get me started on the spelling mistakes.
I'm not going to go that in depth into it.
I wonder when it was originally posted.
Oh, I can actually check.
It's technically a forum post, so you can just see.
Frequently asked questions was April 21st of 18.
Yeah,
Mm.
close.
I think it was updated at that point. Yeah, last edited was November 7th of 2020.
That
Huh.
doesn't sound good.
Oof.
And it looks like everything was updated in 2018. But still, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot's happened since then.
Yeah. So
Maybe I
yeah.
can take a crack at it. No.
You have the one from 2014. Let's use that.
Yeah, exactly. No,
You can
even
probably
don't have
find it
that.
somewhere.
So,
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm hoping with the new FAQ we can hopefully get creative available to everyone,
Yeah, that would be nice.
since it would eliminate any question of how do I get items,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just how do you think you get items?
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
press E. And
You
how do I
You
fly?
gotta get a
Like,
theme, yeah.
you know, it's pretty obvious how you fly when you're in creative mode.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of, I think it, I know it's a bit of a reach, but it gives new players a better impression of what kind of server they're joining when they have creative from the get-go. Because, you know, you'll have those fair share of new players that join and then they're like, how do I get wood? How do I make a sword? You know, how do I make a pickaxe? And it's like, No. This isn't actually a survival server.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
I mean, it
know-
does say like on our server list. It's like when you click multiplayer, it says build server right on it.
I don't
Yeah,
know what to
but
tell you.
you're assuming that people read stuff. Like even like the intro stuff. Like I'm
Our
always having to
IP
tell
is
people-
build.mcmiller.com.
Yeah, but some people just can't put two together. You kind of have to explain to them.
Yeah.
Like when people join the server, I'm constantly having to tell them that /fly is fly, helper, a map gives you the
Yeah,
dynamic map.
like I'm hoping that like if that is achievable and everyone can have creative mode by default, I'm hoping that it both eliminates those questions that just don't need to be asked anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and also maybe that one guy every so often he'll join and just kind of be like, oh, that's what, okay, this is the kind of server that I'm on.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, we already have like restrictions for the world that even if they had creative, they wouldn't be able to break.
Yeah, exactly. That's
The core protect needs to be updated a lot then, I think, because some custom blocks can be placed if you just have build perms.
Yeah. I know,
And
like,
even
iron
though they don't have
crystals.
build perms, if you have creative, I'm not sure how that's going to affect.
Yeah. That would require some stuff on development.
Ariel
side,
didn't seem to mention any sort of issues. He said it's as simple as a couple config changes, and then I asked him if there was any particular reason why creative wasn't available to adventurers, and he said it was along the lines of I can't think of any, it's just archaic. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if regular build permission fails, e.g. the Gaffer plugin crashes, it's safer to have people in survival. However, I believe the main reason is, quote, it was always like that, end quote.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. There's
Maybe
probably a lot
then
of things. Oh,
Sorry. And then I think it's better to switch it to adventure mode, not adventure, to a game mode 2, whatever it was. Where you cannot even interact with blocks unless there's a chest.
hmm.
I think that's a better option than adventure mode.
Maybe. In adventure mode, you can't fly. Well, I don't know, because you can also do /fly.
Yeah, you can't
You
You can't
slash
fly.
so it's fine.
in adventure mode.
Yeah, and the whole point is that MCME is fucking huge, and you gotta get around.
Now you can
zoom.
try.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you can, I'll just try it. In a moment, just do all the texture pack. To move to the next topic, this one died.
Hmm? What? Okay.
Yeah, you,
I was yawning. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
What man? Take note on this. Never do the podcast when we're all so fucking tired.
Oh, I woke up at like 8 a.m. for one of them.
Oh yeah, you also have the quiz thing too. That's true.
Yeah. It was I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was Badgers, FE, and World. I had to get up really early for that one. I can't remember why, but I did. I think it turned out okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I woke up 2.5 hours ago. I don't know why I'm still tired.
I mean, you probably had to get up early for them just because, like, they're all European.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done European at like noon, like around this time, because it's around 6, 7 p.m. for them at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just busy.
I think they might have been. They might have been. Who knows?
I appreciated that a lot of the server is European, but man, I hate
It is a pain to
sometimes. It's
schedule
like-
stuff.
It is a pain to schedule stuff. Like it's nice because it changes things because I'm so used to doing stuff American time. And I
Yeah.
always feel bad for Europeans, but then at the same time, it's just like, oh god, I gotta wake up at like fucking 6 a.m. for this kind of stuff. Damn it.
It messes up your sleep schedule, but it's more entertaining this way.
Well, it doesn't mess with my sleep schedule. It messes with my weekends because my weekends
yeah.
are the days when I want to sleep in. I already wake up at 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning for my work. But yeah, I wanted to try like sleep in for once, you know.
Nah, there's
Stay
no
up
sleeping
late.
in.
No sleep till dawn. Okay.
There he goes again.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
You
it's
used to call me jukebox.
but a dime and you hear the whole song. Jeez. Yeah, when I used to do events all the time, I mean I still kind of do, but scheduling is the absolute worst because you always have to plan things 6 hours ahead of time with just to accommodate for the time zone.
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal, especially when you're trying to get stuff built and whatnot. Nowadays it's much easier because it's summer and everyone's on, regardless of what time it is. But during the year where people are in classes, it's hard. That's why I don't do those events.
Yeah, my only hand in helping with any kind of event was the reunion, and boy, oh boy,
That was an experience.
that was definitely an experience.
Well, it was
but
only a 6-man team.
It was.
From
Only?
I think it was about 8 to 10 by the time we were all done. It started off with 6.
It started off with
Actually,
6.
3. It started with 3. It was
Okay.
Iru, Dev, and Schmattens, and then I got roped into it because they were like.
Okay, no, it was more than 6. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, it was mainly.
It was like 10 or 12 by the time we were done, but still.
Yeah, it was around, actually, it was 8 of us.
Yeah,
So it was me, Soars, Shen, Fro, Iru, Schmatt, Dev, and Effie.
Yeah, and honestly, with how small
And John
the team
Noble.
that was, and John Noble, bless John Noble. Dude, I'm so.
Don't forget, damn.
Don't forget Pippin as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his name? I can't think of his name.
Billy
Damn it.
Wood.
Yeah, but like for such a small team, for how big the fucking reunion event was, you know, we honestly, I don't care how awful it was when it started off. It was awesome. You know, it was a lot of fun in hindsight, but man, at the time I was so goddamn stressed. I'm never doing another event in my entire life, or at least nothing like that.
Nah, in 5 more years or 10 years, we'll do another one.
I'm not gonna lie, that event made me mauled quite a lot. I lost a lot of hair on that.
Yeah. Oh man, the miscommunication between me and Iru trying to build the fucking thing.
Oh my god.
I mean, the first was I couldn't even be on the event because I couldn't join the server.
Yeah.
Like I would join, everything's frozen, and then I would just time out after like 10 to 30 seconds, and it was just.
Was it the servers weren't good, or did we hit
I
player
don't know.
limit?
I'm pretty sure it was just me because it was like everybody else was on fine. I could watch someone stream and everything.
Yeah. No, we hit cap. We actually had to expand to 160 or something like that. From
Oh,
120. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
And then the second thing was I actually had hairs become gray from sorting out that seeding chart.
That we never used. We never used
it. No one used it. It was all wasted.
Welcome to MCME. You provide a source
reviewing Google Forms.
Yeah, you provide a source for people to use.
Editing that goddamn chart in Photoshop for nothing.
Oh shit!
Good time.
If it helps you now, I appreciate what you were doing because it seemed like it was a really nice, orderly way. I'm sorry no one used it.
He even told me to. He was like, we need a chart this time around just because there's gonna be so many people. We need to be organized. I'm like, okay, sounds good.
Fine, I'll go with it. Like the most memorable things from the planning had to be the meetings, though. The meetings were a shit show.
They're amazing. What do you mean?
They were not bad. There were some.
There were no. The thing that
we
killed
were so
me,
productive. We got so many things done.
The thing that killed me was the whole Riverdale scenario.
Fucking schmans. I thought it was a terrible idea from the get-go. I don't care if I built it myself.
I think people enjoyed it.
It also set, I guess, kind of like a precedent for like what the general atmosphere / attitude of the event would be like, because it started and within 5 seconds someone immediately broke it.
Oh yeah.
It was actually all uphill from there because you couldn't get any worse than that. Oh, that's right. Okay. we started off with everyone spawning in that hall. Y'all seen what the room looked like, right?
Yep.
Again, I built myself. I'll have you know.
Okay, calm down there.
And
Casual flex.
Yeah, casual flex. Yeah. We were flex, but okay. And so everyone spawns in. Schmans does this whole dictator spiel. You all get to dig rivers because I dug rivers, and now you get to all enjoy my pain that I suffered many years ago as a druid. That kind of thing. Because he's a fucking drama. He's just a drama mama, you know.
He's perfect.
Very much a
He's perfect.
He's perfect.
Just the way he is.
So we start. We immediately the whole thing is surrounded by bedrock. We have the hall, we have the tube that people dig through. It's filled with stone all the way through to the end, you know, and then it's all surrounded by a layer of bedrock. Unfortunately, some of the people who were with the mob of people who were digging out were artists and people who had access to breaking bedrock. So as people were spam clicking to go through the bedrock, what should happen is, oh, you can't break this because A, it looks different, and B, it says you can't break bedrock. Why don't you go around? So people would follow the tube. Some fucking artist or two just went straight through it. Instead of going through a bend, they went through the bend, broke the bedrock, and everyone, it was just hell on earth because people were breaking blocks. I think people almost broke into Minas Tirith itself because this was on the actual build server. In actual Minas Tirith, which thank God we had a huge area to back up off of. But my God. Oh my God, it was just a shit show. And then from there on, we were like, okay, stop. Okay, we're just gonna follow Furrow. He's going the right way. I was basically breaking blocks myself just so we could go to the fucking end. And oh my God. So from there on out, it was just kind of like okay, this is what the reunion's going to be like now.
You have like a lone artist just dig up into Denethor's throne room. He's like, this isn't the reunion.
Yeah, where is this? We're all in the arena at the top of Minas Tirith. Why are you at the top of Minas Tirith? You know. But yeah, so it was just like it helped me because I was just like, okay, the worst has happened. I think we can relax a little bit and just go on with the show. And it helps me out a lot because I was just like, okay, but yeah, I mean, fuck it, you know, we're just gonna have a good time. And people got so sloshed. Like you should have seen the PWPG group, the people who play games, all the MCME veterans. Oh my God, they were fucked. It was amazing. I don't know if I recorded a lot of it, but Bakel was practically on the floor out of his chair. Iru was pretty fucked up that night as well. Oh my God, it was amazing.
I only caught the quiz aftermath of it all.
There was that too.
I did not know you were streaming during the time when I joined, but you were.
I was streaming everything. I streamed every event. Mind you, you heard about what happened when I was streaming it too, right?
I forgot. What did you do?
I streamed the fucking answers to one of
Oh
the
my God.
I had it up there for like a full minute or two, and people were like, bro, you had the answers. I was like, oh shit.
Man, you can't do that.
Stream. Actually, you have it downloaded too, I think. You should,
I
watch
downloaded the main ceremony part of it.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got. Which is the real meat of the thing, anyway.
I don't know how you download Twitch files, but shouldn't you be able to download the whole shebang? Or did I break it up into multiple things?
They only stay on your Twitch account for like a month.
Oh, okay.
So I have it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, that was probably the best event MCME has ever held. Can't tell me otherwise.
I love that it was supposed to be initially because a lot of us veterans were a little butthurt by how. It was very much
the
an
actual
ego
reason.
thing. It was an ego thing, you know. We were at the official MCME reunion because this was unofficial. This was just a bunch of us just getting together, like, hey, we want to do this better, because we were at the one in October for the actual official 10-year anniversary of MCME, and while it was fun, it was a little not like lackluster, but it left a little bit more to be desired. And especially by us veterans who were like, we got like no recognition. This is all about like the new people, you know. If you want to celebrate 10 years, you got to celebrate the people who started it all, you know. Like at least give a shout out to fucking Q of all people too. Which, by the way, we also forgot to do that as well. I had to very hastily threw together a GIMP / Photoshop thing saying, hey, thanks Q for hosting this for 10 fucking years. I think we need to give that guy some kind of, I don't know, a big fucking president. Like, buy him a new truck or something.
Not the truck. Not the truck.
Not the truck. No, but get him something because, my God. Anyways, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, we wanted to dedicate a reunion just for all the older people because we felt snubbed by the reunion. There was almost no mention of any, not even just like a specific person, like nobody in general who was on forever ago, you know? So we were like, fuck this, we're gonna do our own reunion. Baka wanted to start a reunion, he wanted to just host on PWPG. But then Eru and Shads were talking and they're like, nah, we gotta do like one on MCME. We can ask Valar if we can host one just ourselves, just for all the veterans and stuff like that. And then it blew up into this whole thing.
And I'm happy it did. That's honestly one of my fondest
too.
memories on the server.
Well, that's
is
not that.
playing
Yeah,
reunion.
we planned for it to be like equal. It like you said before,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be just the reunion, but
Yeah, and then
with everything that was to be desired.
Yeah, and then as soon as y'all got involved, nothing against y'all, it was like, okay, we got to do
These
some
commoners got here.
Not commoners, but just like you new types, you know. We gotta get a good balance of both, you know. And then we've planned that out with the ceremony as well. We had Eru and Dev from the old team, Eru and Effie from the newer team because, or I guess Eru was like the bridge between the old and new because he'd been around for so fucking long, longer than I had.
He'd only been. I only knew Ear for like a month prior to the reunion.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
even
Wow.
less. Swords was the one who talked to him all the time because
Okay.
I don't know why. I only just got to know him through Swords.
Yeah. It's definitely like one of those things like where you just don't really know someone, and then you're thrown together into some sort of event or project, and lo and behold,
Yeah,
y'all never shut the fuck up. Wait.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Hey Masky, you there?
Yeah.
You've been a little quiet, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
I've been talking a lot. My bad.
You're good. What's going on the development side of the server? Because I have no
Ooh.
idea what's going on over there.
Which part of development?
Everything. Tell me all.
Uh,
All the secrets. Well, that you can tell us. Because I know there are
give
some
me a-
things we need to keep under wraps.
Give me a moment, I have to do something before that.
What the fuck? What was
Hello?
this for?
Hello?
Oh no,
Hi.
not the bat hole. Why am I at the bat hole?
If
You're
you
not the
if,
bad hoe.
if you want, you can tell us the secret stuff too. We won't tell anybody.
We can keep it out. Yeah.
I mean,
What?
it
am
wasn't
I
it
here,
supposed to
Max?
say within team?
You're just here.
I was just here.
Shen? The stuff's supposed to say within team.
I actually yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know what you're talking about. I was just joking.
There you go.
Development.
You just
side,
send me a
we-
message.
Yes.
We have the quest team that is waiting. We have some modeler teams that we made models. On the development, the deep development, we had a meeting and we discussed something that may happen in a year or two. That will help the server get progress with the development, but that still have to be developed, so it's gonna take a shit ton of time. But nothing interesting, I will say.
Masky. There was a thing that someone said a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month or two ago. I don't know if it was you, but maybe it was someone else. They were saying something how they were working on discussing something that would potentially make people upset / outraged. Is that something you can talk about, or is that still something that y'all are discussing?
Just message me the thing because I
What do
I
we
don't
do?
know what the thing is. They were being
don't
really
know.
subtle about it. They're like saying we're working on a thing that may or may not split the server like Artacraft back in the day. And I was like,
Huh?
I am intrigued and I'm concerned.
Let me put you that we have 100% information that the Valor has. The team has 30. I'm in enough teams to maybe know 50, maybe 60. The staff knows 70 to 80. So I don't know a lot of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up because I don't want to piss. I don't want to step on too many toes. But I'm just like I'm too fucking curious now. What are they talking about? Excuse me.
Was it Waits? If it was Waits, won't be surprised if it's Waits. He loves to do that. Just being a retard.
right then, keep your secrets.
Yeah. What's Nick working on? I don't know what Nick. Yeah, what's Nick working on? He's been very disconnected from the
So
community.
he fixed the PvP plugin, made some changes, tried some stuff, and now he's rewriting it from scratch because it's very badly written.
I see.
So hopefully when he does that, it will be easier to implement new mods and stuff. But you're going to see.
I miss him.
I miss him too.
You know, I've been here. I've been here like 8 months, 9 months now. Come back. Spoken to Nick once.
Yeah, he's
Single
very
time.
not talkative in the community.
To be fair, there are quite a few people like that.
Yeah.
Like in the past, he was active. I have
Yeah,
stayed
he used to be
all
really
night with
active.
him.
Like I heard Ariel in voice once in 8 months.
With Terry, unless you work in the development team, your chance of hearing him is 0. Like unless you have worked with him, you will not hear from him.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I only talk to Ariel when I need to ask him like a question, like, can I get this?
You have to ask him more often how his day was.
He's a really nice guy, but he doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
Question: do y'all know a guy named J-Dog?
Nope.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he sounds really familiar. He just joined the server, but I think it might be an old member.
J-Dog?
J-Dog.
Mhm.
I mean, J-Dog isn't exactly a very original name.
That's
It isn't.
true, but yeah, I'm gonna look
He's
this
still
shit
an adventurer.
up. He just joined. He literally just joined the server for the first time right now, like a couple seconds ago. But
well-
I still think that name is familiar for some reason. I'm gonna look this up.
Well, you have almost 11 years of history stuck up in your brain, so go digging around. You might find something.
No. I have 3 years of history from 11 years ago.
Yes, it
Starting
still
11 years ago.
counts.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Oh, we've been going for almost an hour. That was fast.
Yeah. Is like a soft hour? Like we can still like go over a little bit.
We can go over
or-
if you want.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, I'm literally flying around too. I was in Kairos Galathon.
Yeah, I'm just when we started talking about the reunion, I teleported here. I'm just running around the stage.
Yeah. I love talking about this because Kairos Galathon is the only place on the server. No, there are 3 places on the server that have been untouched by the sands of time.
Really?
And revamps. It's Osgiliath. No, I'm sorry, not
We've
Osgiliath.
done Osgiliath.
Yeah, Tharbat. Tharbat has been touched up, but is still mostly untouched. The buildings are the exact same. The channels are the exact same. The only difference is that the terrain around it is different because of world paint, and the buildings were touched up because all the blocks at the time were there was no mossy cobblestone back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they had to go back and revamp it. The vines were just fucking leaf blocks, you know. So they fixed that as well. Other than that, Tharbat is almost untouched by time. Kairos Galathon in the heart of Lothlorien is still the exact same. With the notable exception of Lothlorien itself, all the trees are different. They're actually not basic Minecraft trees that have wool for leaves, you know. Those are actual handmade trees, I believe, right?
Yes.
Which is honestly, that's really fucking impressive. That's so cool.
And most of the trees on the server are handmade, after all.
Yeah.
Well, most of the older ones.
Yes.
Some of the newer ones are pasted.
And then the Argonath is still the exact same. Which Swords was having to he had to do something with them or something for the Olympic event, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, he copy pasted them for the opening stage.
Yeah, he gave him like
rose cheeks.
kawaii rosy cheeks. I love it.
It was a massacre, but it was great.
It was amazing. It gave him color. I never thought about seeing a statue in living color, but man, they were really cool. But yeah, those 3, Argonath, Kairos Galathon, and Tharbat, the only places on the server that have been untouched.
Huh.
Unlike Bree, which has been done 8 fucking times. 3 of which in
Bree
my own
has been
time.
done 4 times.
No, Bree's been done 3
It's,
times.
no, 3 or
while I
4.
was there. Total? No, at least 7.
Yes. No. There have only been 3 or 4 major Bree vamps in server history.
I was there for at least 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, that's depressing.
Dude, there was so much revamping of the
I
Hobbit,
think-
of
I
the
think- no,
Shire in general.
I think of
My God.
modern, of 2014 onward Bree. New Bree, let's just call it.
So
I think
Bree's
they
been
will-
around.
Well, cool when we remade it. Because when you guys said, no, we're redoing everything.
So they redid again when the paint.
I'm
The,
I'm fairly... Because I remember there was a revamp to add player housing, and then there's one to remove player housing.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I think the one that removed play... I think there might have been one more after that, and that's the one we
Yeah.
still have today.
Yeah, there was one after the one that we removed player housing.
There were at least 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm fairly
there,
certain
there,
there were
so
The
there were
third one
4
was removing player housing, and then there was a 4th one after that.
Yeah, so there were 4 revamps. So there were 5 versions of Bree, basically.
Yeah.
The 4th one was where Credu got promoted to editor.
Oh yeah, Creed was an editor. Holy
He
shit.
went from architect to editor.
Yeah. Here is a list of all the editors. And to left 2. Alex Palix, my boy. Banter Bros, fuck yeah. Blood Axed, Bobo 95. He still hops on PWPG sometimes. Brother Alex, Creedu, Fox 07 and SMTG, my boy and girl, and then little old me. Bottom of the list.
Little me.
Yeah, Fox and SM are actually dating, by the way. Actually, no, I think they're engaged. Yeah,
Right.
they're engaged.
Hey, congrats.
Hmm?
I don't know them, but congratulations.
Dude, they were
I'm
awesome.
pretty sure they're just straight up married.
I think they were engaged as of a couple months ago when
Really?
the reunion was
Oh.
still a thing. I haven't talked to them in since then. I should hit Fox up. I see him on his team from time to time. But if they are married, congratulations. I miss y'all. I really wish they
Sorry we
did
missed the
things.
wedding, but we'll be there next
Yeah.
time.
Fucking A. Speaking of weddings,
Next
now,
time?
No, we can't talk about that. Next time. Jesus.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this. Let's avoid that one.
Did I say next time?
No, you said let's not. You were gonna say something else.
I was gonna say something else, but I think we should avoid that one right now.
Yeah, I
Speaking
think I
of
know what you're talking about.
weddings. Yeah.
Okay.
But fingers crossed, man.
Fingers
I'm
crossed.
actually-
We better
yeah.
be there for it.
Absolutely. I'm actually trying. I'm thinking about saving up money just so I can fucking fly there. You know?
Yeah, we talked about that one night.
Oh my god. I'm just like, I can't afford shit right now. I need to do a lot of things. I need to eat a lot healthier. I need to do this or that. Not so that I can be a healthy person, but just so I can save up some money so I can
So
go
I
there
can
for
get
the
a
wedding.
plane ticket.
Listen.
In the hope that I'm even invited to in the first place.
Yeah.
Listen, Fro, I got it covered. Don't worry.
Chen,
I know a guy.
Chen,
Don't
I
worry.
appreciate it, but you don't have to do that, man. I'm still
Don't
paying
worry.
back a guy for when I went to a good friend of mine's not wedding, what's the thing that guys do? Bachelor party. Yeah. So I was at a friend's bachelor party a couple years ago, and I'm still paying back another guy because he donated like $300. He covered part of my thing. I'm still
Your
paying
tux?
back for that.
Listen,
Yeah. No,
I'd get to
just-
meet you in real
sure.
life. I consider that repayment enough.
Aw,
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
They're having a moment.
We are.
Okay, so we're past the hour mark, and there's
Yeah.
something I like to do. I don't know if you remember this from last time, Fro, because you were sloshed.
Actually, I wasn't very drunk. Eru was fucking
You and
blasted.
swords were gone.
I was re-listening to that podcast, and Lizzie came in because she was like, "Why is everyone PMing me?" Oh yeah, that's right, because my boyfriend is fucked. Eru and I think Source. Eru was the shocker right there because I knew that he was drinking, but just out of nowhere he started PMing me. He says, "I'm fucked." I'm just like, "What? What's going on?" He's like, "No, I'm just fucked. I'm so drunk." I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah. Anyway, from that edition, one of the last things we did there was everyone gets to say something to the audience. They can say whatever they want.
Oh crap.
Oh, I remember this now.
So we'll start with you, Masky. Say something to the listeners. You can say whatever you want.
I'm gonna go and help Mochi join a texture team. We need help. They need help.
Amen. I agree.
All right, all right.
Shen, you're up next.
I don't know what to say, man. I guess I'll just I'll go with the classic quote. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Crickets.
Take that as you will.
And Pro, you're up last.
I guess I got a shtick I kind of go with now. I got 2 shticks. One is either back in my day or bring back editor rank. Fucking give me editor rank, damn it.
No, I don't think we will.
Okay.
Apply for it.
Yeah, I should.
Yes.
People keep telling me I should apply for guide, but I'm still thinking about that.
Yeah, I think you'd be a good guide.
He will be very good guide. He's just too shy.
It's pain and suffering.
It is pain and suffering.
Yeah, at least I don't have to have any like major responsibilities, other than I don't know. Yeah, I guess bring back editor rank, please. It's been a while.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm down for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening to this edition, and make sure tune in to next month. So we come out early next month, as it is a very special edition, a very special finale, as they say.
Ooh. Wait, finale.
It's a finale, ladies.
No.
The podcast is coming to an end.
What?
I gotta go off to college, man.
Oh.
We're losing
Yeah,
Raptor. You're not seeing him for 5 years.
You can't
Yeah.
like do it in your free time or something?
Nah.
Damn.
There is something maybe on the horizon, though. I could replace this.
Ominous.
It's in the works.
You hear that? You hear that, guys? We're just like sloppy second to last.
Yeah.
That's all we are.
Okay. I have tried my damn best to get almost all the team members on the podcast.
At once?
No, over the course of a year
Should
and a
do
half.
that.
It's been a year and a half. Wow.
Yeah. Get like all 60 of them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get the whole. Oh, do you know what? I talked about planning earlier. That's gonna be a pain. Yeah, you're saying?
Wait, Matt, before we leave, how long have you been on MCME?
4.5 years.
4.5 fucking years. You've been on here longer than I have, dude.
I know. I don't know why I'm still here. I
Because,
stopped doing
I
my
mean-
guide duties years ago.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're still part of. In a way, you're part of the creation. You're part of the
Yeah.
media team. You know. You do a lot for the server
over time,
media-wise.
I've been stepping back from everything just because.
Yeah, but I mean, you've still done a lot of media
Yeah,
wise for the server.
I
There's
have.
a lot of your videos are
Events,
posted on the
events.
YouTube channel.
I have done a lot of events too.
events.
I
Yeah.
hate your events, Raptor.
Oh, I love my events.
No, I hate participating in them. Watching them is crazy.
You know what? We're turning the tables here. I got a question for you.
Oh, you got a question for me?
Oh,
What's your magnum opus? You would say.
Oh, someone that's promoted the commoner rank. I gotta say congrats. My magnum opus. Out of everything I've done.
Yep.
Oh. I think it has to be the 10th anniversary video. And if not that, Mini Middle Earth from last year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I led the event. I led the team. They did a lot of the building because I can't build. But I'm very proud of it. And then the anniversary video. It somehow shot up to be the most viewed video on the channel.
Wait, really? Oh,
Yeah.
it's just because of the John Noble thing.
No, not that one. On the main channel, the 10th anniversary video.
Oh, yeah.
It has like
the actual.
430-some thousand views.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. Honestly, here's something that's not talked about a lot. MCME, Minecraft Middle Earth, is one of the longest running
It is.
public servers in Minecraft history. And not a lot of people fucking talk about that, you know? Like, how many other servers are out there besides, like, that weird one that...
I know
everyone
the
destroys
what's
the
it
crap out
called?
of it? The griefing one?
Yeah, the
B2T?
I can't think what it is. It's got like an X in it, I think, or something like that. And then
That's gonna bother
Hypixels-
me what that name is.
I know, me too. And then Hypixel's been around for fucking ever as well. But like, how many servers can actually say that they've been active, almost nonstop for 10
2B2T.
years?
That's what-
2B2C, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
that
the
was
drinking
in
one.
that was in December of 2010. Now we're in October. You take that
October,
back.
Yeah. How many Minecraft servers can say stuff like that? And then you made a trailer video for this server celebrating that event, you know? And then of course it's gonna be one of the most watched videos out there, you know? 10 years of fucking Middle Earth nerds building Middle Earth on Minecraft. It's just
Yeah, honestly, 2B2T comes up all the time, but we were made before that.
well,
Why
I
aren't
mean,
we
honestly,
in the history books?
yeah, that's a good question. I mean, but honestly, you know, we're I don't know. I think it's okay to not draw too much attention
Yeah,
to MCME.
like
It's like when you have too
there's
many
one that was made in
people joining, it gets
2009
a
that
little
was made,
overwhelming.
but like yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
It is. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to shout out to the heavens. You know, it's just something that we can be very proud of. You know, we're part of this.
Yeah,
We've been a part of it for a decade.
it's kind of crazy.
Not crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I interrupted your ending of the
No,
podcast.
it's all good. We had some nice little nostalgia there. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Tune in next week. Not next week, next month for the finale. We got some stuff planned. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.
Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy
Yeah,
schmancy podcasts.